What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be hosting a 32-team NFL Madden 26 bracket, playoff bracket. But this time, we're going to add a bunch of, twists. We're going to add free agency rosters. We're going to add power-ups. Bro, we're going to add a ton of stuff. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be chaotic. And we're going to see which team will bring home that Lombardi trophy. Let's go. As you can see, we have the whole bracket right here, and how it works is instead of it's based off the seeding. So the Seahawks are number 1 and the Broncos are also number 1, but the Seahawks have the 1 seed because they won the whole thing. But how it works is we pretty much took every team and we placed them based off how well they did during the season, not playoffs. So obviously we got the Titans last place, Cardinals second to last, and all that. This is the power-ups for the tournament. As you can see, we got options like they get to steal a rookie, they get to steal a superstar, they have to steal a player that's 30 plus years old, and so on. But you also have upgrades, like kickers have 99 overall accuracy, the worst starting defensive players at 99 overall. But you have another chance of getting nothing. You have 2 chances to get nothing. But then you also got really OP ones. Like all linebackers have 99 hit power. Any receiver becomes a 99 overall. So yeah, there's a ton of power-ups that you can get. But there's also some stinkers. Like you can steal a player that's is between a 70 and 75 overall. So on. Pretty much. Alright, y'all, time to start this. We got Titans versus Seahawks. Let's go. Keep in mind, guys, we are using free agency rosters and draft rosters. Well, kinda, because Carnell Tate's on the Titans, and so yeah. Dang, even with Carnell Tate, Cam Ward got destroyed by that Seahawks defense. Now let's spin this wheel to see what power-ups the Seattle Seahawks will get. And the power-up the Seattle Seahawks will get is they get to steal a Titans player below an 80 overall. And the Seattle Seahawks are going to steal John Franklin Myers, who is an 80 overall. Up next is the Lions going to Lucas Oil Stadium to face the Indianapolis Colts. Let's go. Oh my goodness, the Lions just gave belt to the Colts in their own stadium. And the Lions are going to steal a player that's below 90 overall. Okay, so it's not a bad spin. And the Lions end up stealing Charvarius Ward. Up next, the Kansas City Chiefs are going to travel to SoFi Stadium to play against the 9th seed Rams. And a shocking turn of events, the Rams actually lose to the Chiefs. And the Chiefs get to steal a player above a 90 overall. Dude, they're going to be actually really scary. Well, you guessed it, the Chiefs are stealing wide receiver Puka Nacua, so Mahomes actually has a reliable target now. Up next is the 25th seed New Orleans Saints to go against the Pittsburgh Steelers at Acrisure Stadium. And the Steelers defeat the New Orleans Saints and get to move on to the wild card round. And the Steelers get nothing! The Steelers don't get anybody from the Saints. Well, that saved me a lot of time, but up next is the Eagles versus Raiders. Can Ashton Genty defeat the Eagles? You guys, I'm not making this up. Fernando Mendoza just he put belt to the Eagles. Bro, what? He put belt to the Eagles. This is shocking, bro. We already got an upset here. We already have an upset. Let's see what the Raiders get to steal. Below a 90, that's not bad. That is not bad. And the Raiders are going to get their number 1 receiver, A.J. Brown, which is shocking because why is he an 89 overall? Up next is the Falcons going to the Bills' house. I forgot their stadium. It'll come back to me. But anyways, will Josh Allen get his revenge on the Falcons, or can the Falcons win again? I don't know. Y'all, Tua has 36 seconds to beat the Buffalo Bills. Will he actually pull this off, or will the Bills get the revenge on the Falcons? Drops back to pass. He's got time, and he launches it to Bijan. Gets a first down and more. Timeout. They need more big plays like that to get into field goal range, to at least get it to overtime, or else they're going to lose this game. They're motioning. I have no idea who that is. Tua drops back again. Just checks it down to, I do not know who number 26 is. They only got one timeout left. Tua drops back. He just checks it down, and they stop him. Bro, they got no timeouts left. They got 20 seconds to get to at least field goal range to tie this game up. 15 seconds left. Will he make a play? Will he do it? And it's tipped, but he misses the interception, but it does not matter because it is turnover on downs. The Bills get their revenge, and they defeat the Atlanta Falcons, and the Bills move on to the wild card round. And the Bills will get best player on the Falcons overall wise. And the Bills take Bijan Robinson, bro. This is going to be scary. And what? Carson Beck to the Cardinals? Bro, what is this? Up next is Packers versus Dolphins. Will Malik Willis get his revenge? We'll find out next time in Dragon Ball Z. Will Malik Willis beat his former team in 1 minute? He has no timeouts. He has nothing. He has to get a touchdown, or else he loses the game. Do you guys think he can do it? We'll find out just right now. Oh, and he has Devon Achane. Get out of bounds. He's out of bounds. That stops the clock. Okay, he checks it down to the title. Who is that? Oh, it's Greg Dulcich, I think his name is. I can't remember. They gotta hurry up, bro. Time's going down, bro. You can't get a field goal here. All right, check it down to who is that? Okay, you gotta hurry up to the line, bro. You gotta hurry up, bro. Mike McDaniels, what are you doing? Wait, no, he's a Charger now. My bad. You guys hurry up and spike it. What? Bro. Oh my gosh. You could have just spiked it and have way more time. Neither you have no choice but to do a Hail Mary. Bro, what are the Dolphins thinking? Bro, if they manage to get the Hail Mary off, bro, I'ma scream. Oh, that'd be funny. And the Packers are going to steal a superstar. So no X Factor, just a superstar. Bro, the Packers' only choice was Devon Achane. And he's not even the starter, bro. He's less overall than Josh Jacobs, bro. Up next, we got the Giants traveling to Gillette Stadium to face the New England Patriots. The Patriots take care of the Giants 30-24, moving on to the wild card round. And the Patriots will get an upgrade. Instead of stealing a player, it's all linebackers have 99 hit power, bro. Bro, their defense is going to be scary, bro. Next up is the Bears versus Jets. Well, the Bears barely sneak out of that 6-10. That was a close game, but yeah. And the Bears get worst starting lineman is a 99 overall, so their run game is going to be crazy. Jedrick Wills Jr. is now a 99 overall. Pairing him up with Joe Tooney, like, bro, their line is crazy, bro. Up next, we got the Buccaneers going to SoFi Stadium to face the Los Angeles Chargers. Okay, just horrible game in general, bro, but at least it's over. The Buccaneers go into SoFi and defeat Justin Herbert and his Chargers. And the Buccaneers get to steal a 95 plus player. This is going to be a game changer for them. Okay, the Chargers' best player was Derwin James Jr., but he's a 93 overall. So the Buccaneers just took Derwin James Jr. We got the Cincinnati Bengals going to the Bay to try to beat the San Francisco 49ers. There's less than a minute in this game. The Bengals are down 11 points, and they got to make something happen. Jamar Chase is wide open. Oh my gosh. He is in field goal range, but that's not enough. Good thing Jamar Chase ran out of bounds, or else, bro, time would be taken, bro. Drops back to pass. He checks it down to Jamar Chase. Fred Warner hits him, but he breaks a tackle, and they time out. Burrow drops back to pass. He passes it to T. Higgins this time, but gets swarmed up by a bunch of 49er defenders. They time out again. They're in the red zone with 28 seconds left to go. Can they score on this play? He checks it down to Gesicki, but still gets swarmed up by a ton of defenders. Now they have no more timeouts. They have to score right here, right now. 6 yards away. We'll see if they can pull this off. If they don't score or go out of bounds, then game's over. Burrow launches it deep. Alright, just not deep, but like, you know what I mean. But he throws it out of bounds. So 3rd and 4, 20 seconds left. Will he take the shot and get to the end zone? Or will he just get enough for the first time? He goes for the shot. It's a flag on the 49ers. But I think that was caught a touchdown. Pass interference on the defense. I think that's a touchdown. Nate Hobbs, bro. Oh, they're at the 1 yard line. Okay. Well, the Bengals are scoring in their weird formation instead of, I think they're going to run it. No, they're passing. And Jamar Chase wide open, touchdown. They are going for 2. What an interesting decision, bro. Let's see. Can they pull this off? Burrow scrambling. And he... tipped by who is that? Oh my gosh. Of course, Fred Warner. He is the GOAT, bro. 49ers survive the Cincinnati Bengals 16-21 and will move on to the wild card round. Oh my, the 49ers are going to have 2 spins, bro. First spin's going to be a player between 91 and 95. Alright, that's a really good one. And the second spin will be... No way. Bring back a Hall of Famer. Bro, the Niners are getting a Hall of Famer, bro. Are you serious? Jerry Rice is back on the 49ers, bro. This is crazy. And the Niners beef up that D-line by adding Dexter Lawrence. Up next, the Commanders are going to travel to Jacksonville to face the Jaguars. Let's see if Jaden Daniels has that dog in him. Dang, Jaden Daniels stood no chance. The Jaguars put BTA on the Commanders, bro. And the Jaguars will be getting a between 91 and 95 overall player. The Jaguars are going to steal Laramie Tunsil from the Commanders. Which is going to beef up their O-line. Up next is the Cleveland Browns traveling to Bank of America Stadium to try to take down the 7th seed Carolina Panthers. The Browns have 1 minute and 12 seconds left. They're down a touchdown. They only have 1 timeout left with about 70 yards to go. And Quinshon Judkins, oh my gosh, he got boomsticks right there. Shador drops back. He launches it, and Jerry Jeudy, he actually catches that. Back to pass. Oh my gosh. He gets a first down and more. Runs out of bounds. Perfect play right there. Shador Sanders. Is Shador Sanders perfect timing? We'll find out. Oh, they gotta hurry up, bro. They gotta hurry up. They got 11 seconds to score a touchdown. Will Shador Sanders launch a deep ball? Is he perfect timing? Alright. Perfect. He got first down. He went out of bounds. 7 seconds left. Shador drops back. He's launching it deep. Oh my goodness. And what? What? Oh my gosh, is Shador Sanders actually perfect timing? Is he actually perfect timing? Yo, watch that again. No way. I thought that was picked off. He caught that. Bro. Against JC Horn as well. Shador Sanders, you're actually perfect timing. He's the definition of perfect timing, bro. And there's 2 seconds left on the clock. What a coincidence. Bro, that was great. They're going for 2. They're going for 2. Okay. Does Shador have a perfect timing moment? He does. He leaves them wide open. The Browns are going to steal the win. The Browns, they're going to win this game. They're going to win this game. Shador Sanders, he's actually perfect timing. Bro, are the Browns low-key dangerous? Okay, but what kind of defensive play was that, bro? They're 2 people wide open. Oh no. That was all for nothing. That was all for nothing. I'm so sorry, Shador Sanders. You did all of that for nothing. Bro. Up next is the battle for Texas. Cowboys or Texans? 19-17, bro. I guess we know the answer. The Dallas Cowboys run Texas. Alright, the Dallas Cowboys will be stealing an X Factor. Ooh, yeah, they're stealing an X Factor. The Dallas Cowboys are stealing Derek Stingley Jr. from the Houston Texans to beef up that defense. Alright, we got the battle for the purple team. I don't know, I can't come up with anything. But the Vikings will be hosting the Ravens. I think it's what? I can't remember their stadium name. I know it's something to do with the bank. It looks like the Baltimore Ravens take the game and they defeat Kyler Murray and the Vikings. But before that, we must spin the wheel to see what the Baltimore Ravens will get. They get a player that's below a 90. And the Baltimore Ravens steal superstar and Jonathan Grenard. In a surprisingly close game, the Broncos were actually struggling to defeat the Cardinals, but at the end they still defeat them. So Broncos move on to the wild card round. And with that, the Denver Broncos will be getting they're gonna get a power up. They're gonna get any wide receiver becomes a 99 overall. The Denver Broncos wide receiver Courtland Sutton is now a 99 overall. On to the wild card round where the Seahawks will host the Lions at Lumen Field. They move on to the divisional rounds. Your rookie becomes a 99 overall. That one's going to be a crazy one. Seahawks strong safety Nick Emenwari is now a 99 overall. Up next is the Chiefs versus Steelers. Alright, they're both tied. 1 minute left. The Steelers, they're in the Chiefs' red zone, pretty much. And Rico Dowdle, he's having a day. Not really anymore, but like. Mason Rudolph lines up under center. It's a play action. Ooh, what's happening? What just happened? To play action. He cannot bring it in. It's 4th and 10. They're going to go for a field goal. Adam Thielen's calling for a PI, but there's no flag outside. Keep in mind, guys, the Chiefs have Puka Nacua literally lined up right there. And let's just see if Mahomes can do any magic. He passes it to Rashee Rice. Barely gets the first down, but has a minute left. They time out on the 37-yard line. Why am I panicking, bro? It's not like I'm winning the game. Time is running down. Mahomes got sacked, but I didn't see it. Alright, Mahomes scrambling. He scrambles out of the pocket and gets tackled while running. If the Steelers do not get if the Chiefs don't get the first down, they will lose this game to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And looks like they're going to get the first down. They still got a chance to score. Harrison Butker's practicing to kick the field goal to overtime. Mahomes drops back. He's just going to throw it out of bounds. 7 seconds left. Nope, they're going for it all, bro. They are going for it. They're going to go for it, bro. Drops back. Launches it deep. He's going to have a vintage moment here. Pass interference. Wait, they might have a shot, bro. Pass interference on the Steelers. Joey Porter might have just... They're going to kick it to overtime. Bro, Joey Porter might have just sold the Steelers. They're going to go to overtime. They're going to overtime. Mahomes under center. He's handing it off to Kenneth Walker. Has a bunch of room. He still stays in... Ooh. I was about to say, he's still fighting for those yards. He eventually gets pushed out of bounds. Wait, this is Kareem Hunt. And ooh, Rashee Rice just got strapped right there. Mahomes, he keeps it on the option and he stays up. Oh my gosh, and he got the first down. Bro is not Fernando Mendoza. You're gonna pass it. Passes it to Puka Nacua. He's just shy of the end zone. That looks like a QB sneak. Yep, he runs it, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Launches it deep, and oh my gosh, yo, why is the AFC North's going crazy, bro? DK Metcalf, you're like, bro, he's just a different breed, bro. He's just a different breed. Mahomes drops back. Puka Nacua wide open. And oh, he fumbles. Oh my gosh. Puka Nacua fumbled. Yo. Patrick Queen with that. Just, yo, Patrick Queen. Dang, bro. Alright, let's see if Chris Boswell can seal the game and beat the Kansas City Chiefs. And that is good. The Kansas City Chiefs lose to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And the Steelers are moving on to the divisional rounds to face the Seahawks. What a crazy game by the Steelers and Chiefs. But let's see what the Steelers will get. And ooh, bro, horrible pick, bro. They get to choose a player between 70 and 75 overall. The Pittsburgh Steelers get a new receiver in Tyquan Thornton. Can the Raiders upset the 12 seed Buffalo Bills? Well, the way they played against the Eagles, it sounds like they might. Fernando Mendoza loses to Josh Allen and Bijan Robinson. What a crazy game. Up next, in the wildcard round, Packers versus Patriots. But before we start that match, we obviously have to spin the power-ups. And no way. Okay, the Bills, worst starting defensive player is a 99 overall. Alright, good upgrade for the Bills. Balin Spector, who was originally a 63 overall, is now a 99 overall on the Buffalo Bills. The Patriots barely survived the Packers 17-20. Patriots are moving on to the divisional rounds. Up next is the Bears versus Buccaneers. Let's go. But before we head into that game, we have to spin the wheel of power-ups to see what the Patriots get. And it's not the worst thing in the world, but not certainly the best. I mean, kickers have 99 overall accuracy. We'll give it that. Right now, it looks like game's over unless the Bears pull off something here. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers get a power-up, which all backers will have 99 hit power. Up next is the San Francisco 49ers going to Jacksonville to face the Jaguars. Let's go. Okay, a very dominant game by the 49ers, only holding Jacksonville to 6 points. That is crazy defense right there. And the 49ers will roll a rookie from the Jacksonville Jaguars. The rookie that the 49ers will take is wide receiver Travis Hunter and defensive back Travis Hunter. Up next, we got Mr. Perfect Timing himself going to AT&T Stadium to try to upset the Dallas Cowboys. It was actually a pretty close game at the start with a bunch of defensive plays, but then out of nowhere, Dak was just do another pick. But anyways, out of nowhere, Shedeur Sanders, aka Mr. Perfect Timing himself, decided just to get 3 touchdowns, just out of nowhere. It was crazy, and the defense is holding Dak, that overpowered offense, to 6 points, which is kind of crazy to think about. And it's 4th down, and they eventually get it, but they still gotta get that touchdown to at least have a chance to come back. Looks like they're gonna hurry up to the line. Snaps it, drops back. He's looking for options. He checks it down. Gets first down though. They don't have any timeouts left, so they gotta hurry up to the ball, or else they're not gonna even have a chance to score. Less than 30 seconds left in the game. Drops back, looking for his options. Doesn't find anybody. Just checks it down to George Pickens. Gets out of bounds. It's an okay scenario. Alright, Dak checks it down to CD. Well, I wouldn't call it a check down, but so that was actually a perfect play right there. Got a first down / runs out of bounds. They're on the 12-yard line. They're in the red zone. They just gotta score, get onside, score, and they take the win. Looks like they're coming out of a shotgun formation. Snaps the ball. Really good blocking by the O-line. And CeeDee Lamb, he brings that in. He's obviously going to hit a celly because it's CeeDee Lamb, but bro, what a crazy play by CeeDee Lamb. Wait, let's look at that again. Bro, the pocket was about to collapse, and CeeDee Lamb he just pulled that off like crazy. They are going for an onside. Recovers it really easily. Game is over. Mr. Perfect Timing himself goes into AT&T Stadium to upset the Dallas Cowboys. Let's see what the Cleveland Browns roll after beating the Cowboys. Let's see. Worst starting lineman to 99 overall. They're going to protect Shedeur, Mr. Perfect Timing. The Cleveland Browns starting right guard is now a 99 overall. Up next is the Baltimore Ravens versus the Denver Broncos. What will happen? We will find out. Well, a very boring game. Baltimore loses by 6 points. Has to be the most Broncos thing ever. Let's see what the Denver Broncos get. They get to steal a 30-year-old player from the Ravens. And the Denver Broncos get to steal 32-year-old Derrick Henry. Up next is the number 1 seed Seahawks versus the number 8 seed Steelers. What will happen? I don't know. The Steelers are on a roll right now. Alright, good run. Oh, Charbonnet stays up. My goodness, what a good run right there. Charbonnet hasn't had himself a day until that play right there. Time's going down. They're just gonna keep going. They're not gonna waste their timeouts yet. Sam Darnold drops back. He's gonna check it down to Charbonnet again. This time he gets laid out again. Sam Darnold with 3 interceptions. Oh my goodness, bro. They hand it off again. This time they get first down. Emmanuel Wilson. They gotta hurry up to the ball. They have no timeouts left. They have less than 19 seconds now. They're not in red zone yet. They're on opposing 35-yard line. He's going to do a quick check down, run out of bounds, 4 yards. Stops clock at least. The Seahawks have one more shot to try to make it into the end zone. Sam Darnold launching it deep, and he just throws it out of bounds? Did he try throwing it out of bounds, or did he just miss that throw? 8 seconds left of the game, of the divisional rounds. Sam Darnold strikes back. He's going to lob a deep one, and pass interference on the Steelers. My goodness. Does that mean Well, they got 2 seconds left of the game. Joey Porter committing a penalty moves them up to the 1 yard line. But will they have enough time to score? And like, are they gonna have the time to score before the clock runs out? Let's see. And they end up scoring, but the clock is expired. The Pittsburgh Steelers will walk out of Lumen Field with the win. Your Super Bowl champs, the Seattle Seahawks, are officially eliminated. Up next is the 12-seeded Buffalo Bills going against the front-runner Super Bowl champs, the New England Patriots. And before we start this match, ladies and gentlemen, we have to spin the power-up wheel. And they get to steal a player that's an 81 or 85 overall. The Pittsburgh Steelers will select Cooper Kupp from the Seattle Seahawks to improve that receiving core. My goodness, the Bills made a statement tonight. They're going to face the Steelers in the championship. Should the Steelers be worried or no? That's the problem. And the Buffalo Bills will take a Hall of Famer. They're bringing back a Hall of Famer. Buffalo Bills Hall of Famer Bruce Smith is now back on the Bills. Up next is the 49ers versus Patriots. Buccaneers. It's a heavy snow game here in Santa Clara. 10-21. Less than 2 minutes left. Baker's launching it deep. And what just happened? Sorry guys, you can't even see. It was incomplete. But you guys cannot even see a single thing happening here. It's that bad. Like, all you could see is the little X Factor abilities and Superstar abilities beneath there. You can just see the stars. Wheel looks like a wheel route or like a go route was wide open. Less than a minute left on the opposing 38-yard line. Buccaneers have 1 timeout left. Let's see how smart they'll be with it. Time's running down, bro. Time's running down. They better hurry up and get to the ball. If they don't spike it, they only got 1 play left, or game's over. They're gonna go for it. Baker is just gonna. Looks like he's gonna throw it away, with 1 second left on the clock. Baker Mayfield and Tampa Bay Buccaneers have 1 more play. Let's see if they're gonna get it. And it looks like it's incomplete. 10-21. 49ers are moving on to the championship round. Up next is Mr. Perfect Timing himself, Shedeur Sanders, going up against the Broncos at Mile High Stadium. I think that's what it's called. But before we start that match, we got to roll the wheel for the 49ers. And it says they're going to steal a best player overall-wise. Not team needs-wise, overall-wise. The 49ers end up taking Tristan Wirfs, but instead we're going to move him to right tackle this time since Trent's on the left. Unfortunately, the Cinderella story ends. Mr. Perfect Timing himself loses 0-15. Broncos are moving on to the championship round. The Denver Broncos will steal a player above 90 overall, bro. They're going to get way scarier now. The Denver Broncos steal Myles Garrett from the Cleveland Browns. Up next is championship week. We got the Steelers, who are one of the hottest teams right now, versus the Bills. And it looks like the Buffalo Bills are moving on to Super Bowl 60. And the Buffalo Bills get to steal. Never mind, they're not stealing anybody. Bijan Robinson becomes a 99 overall. Bijan Robinson is now a 99 overall. Up next is the 49ers versus Broncos. The San Francisco 49ers absolutely just destroyed the Broncos. 27-6. The 49ers are going to the Super Bowl to face the Buffalo Bills. And the 49ers get to steal a 95 plus overall. And the 49ers get to steal former Cleveland Brown, former Denver Bronco, Myles Garrett. Up next is the Super Bowl matchup. We got the number 12 seed Bills and the number 11 seed 49ers going to Santa Clara to fight for the Lombardi Trophy. What will happen? Will the Bills win their first Super Bowl, or will their Niners win their sixth Super Bowl? And it looks like the San Francisco 49ers are going to take home the trophy. They still got one more kneel left to go. And the San Francisco 49ers win the Super Bowl in their own stadium. Well, this is it. The San Francisco 49ers are your Super Bowl champs. They won it all. They had to defeat the Bengals, the Jaguars, the Buccaneers, the Broncos, and they beat the Bills in the Super Bowl. What a crazy run. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys like this. I might do more in the future. But personally for me, I had a lot of fun. I really like this. I might do more. Maybe like do like a little bit of like put it like a little twist into it. I try my best to do a little twist. But yeah, just thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you have a good day. You can subscribe to my channel and do whatever. Yeah, just thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.